Okay, this will be an interesting one. See if I can make this look good. Okay. I don't know how big we're going to make it. We'll just wait and put it on the glass. We're just doing a contrast, less contrast for this. This will stay in the middle. So let's see if we can make this one look really nice. Okay, hopefully we can print it off the original. We don't need a master copy, hopefully. But anyway, it's come out of a Chinese real estate paper. Looks really nice and colourful, this image. So we're just going to put it on the glass. You can see the Chinese characters. Can't read for nuts. Yeah, never learned Chinese. So let's see how we go with this. It's going to be a bit of a guessing game. This is a really difficult one. So we're going to have to go 300s. 300 and we're going 340 for the horizontal. And for the vertical, it looks like it's going to be 320. It's going to be a bit distorted. Let's see how we go. Okay, let's see how that looks. Whoa, that looks nice. We're almost there. It looks like the bottom is pretty much the right size. Horizontally, we need more length. So, right, let's just get in here, and the horizontal needs a bit more length, or a lot more length. So I'm going to punt it at 360, and this one's going to be 300, and we're going to stick with that. I think that's the right size. I'm wondering if we could do some clean-up work on the background. It looks a little bit backgroundy, so we're going to go all the way with that. It may actually take out some of the nice colour if we're not too careful. If we apply that too heavy-handedly, we'll soon find out. Sometimes you just got to suck it and see, or as the Human League say, sock it and see, or someone who was reviewing a Human League album, or the Human League themselves, basically called the suck it and see, sock it and see, because the Human League as the music band used mostly synthesizers and therefore plenty of sockets. So now we've suck it and see. We've still got a little bit less, but you can see the background removal has taken out heaps of the background, but it's taken out all the colour. So it looks, we've traded off a background. This is too much, so we've got to set it back to here again. So there you go. That shows the suck it and see, or the socket and see attitude. This should be called socket and see because I'm using equipment here. Photocopiers are a lot like synthesizers in many ways. You can look at all these features, all these special effects you can apply, and you make your own synthetic mixes. It's quite interesting, the comparison. It's not a perfect comparison, but it's very similar. Maybe it's more like a sampler, whatever. But there's a lot of special effects thrown in here we can use. We don't want that. We're going to switch that off. We're going to switch it back. It looks shithouse. It's made the copy look too wishy-washy. So that was a good experiment to demonstrate to you guys what background removal can do and how overdoing it can look shit. It can really take out. Just sometimes it's good to have a little bit of background but keep the colour. It's like when you try to get rid of one thing, you also get rid of another. So now we're thinking this looks pretty close. It's very nice colour-wise. We've filled up the page with the originals on the glass. So I'm thinking this will do the trick. You can see a bit of strobing because of the half-tone dots in the printing. So I'm wondering if we're gonna go here and see if we can do anything more. I think we're going to call it okay. I think we're just going to print it off another just like it. But that's come up a treat. Okay, see how this looks. This is another one come out, and we've decided we're going to mirror it this way. Nice angle of that walkway near the, is there a swimming pool there, or is it both a swimming pool and the bay? I think it's both the bay. It's a bay, but that little blue strip looks like one of those swimming pools that has a spillover edge. Really funny, stylish kind of shit, you know, rich people's bullshit. Stuff that a person like myself, as I am, will never afford. Can't afford that shit. Now, what are we doing? We need mirror image. That's what we're looking for. Nearly forgot. So now we're going to switch that on and punch out 2 copies of that to finish off the job. Okay, let's see how that looks. So these are our 2 mirrors for the job at hand. We're going to make this a really nice mirror, hopefully. Hopefully we can line these up easily. So just line that up. Just a little bit tricky trying to line it up at this end. It's a little bit curly at that end, and this is curling a lot too, so that's going to make lining this up really tricky. I'm going to have to use some of the other detail in the design that I can just barely see to be used as a reference instead of that curly bit. So now I think it's a little bit curly, but now that looks we're a little bit crooked. Unfortunately, we're crooked. That looks really crooked. So we're just trying to move that down, but then we knock this one out of position. It's not easy getting it right when you've got the curling issue that just keeps coming up so often. So I'm thinking it's just the way the paper is. I've tried to eliminate the curling problem, but I just can't seem to do it as much as I want to. But I think now we can call it quits. You can see what it's meant to be. Gotta go.